The first question is from Nyan Raipuria, IA ID number 20, who's asking Pranam to Guruji. In one of your satsang, I have heard from you that wearing rudraksh is good. There are various types of rudraksh available. 1-mukhi, 5-mukhi, 11-mukhi, etc. I am single for life and want to have health, wealth, basic relationship with family without any attachment and rise highest in spirituality. Which rudraksh mala is to be worn, or should it be a mix of different types of rudraksh? Whether rudraksh mala should touch the heart or should it be neck size touching the throat? With gratitude at your feet, Nyan Raipuria, IA number 20.
First, in this one question, there are so many questions. He is asking, what kind of rudraksh I should wear? It should be 5-mukhi, 1-mukhi, 11-mukhi. How it should be, what size? To tell you honestly, I can give only generalized answer here. Wear Gauri Shankar on the neck, on the throat, and 5-mukhi on the below Anandagandha, just below the heart center. This is a generalized instruction. If you want specifically, you better ask me in the energy darshan. I'll see your energy and guide you. That is the only way. The specific, for the results, for what you want, I'll be able to guide you to have your own customized Rudraksh Mala. So ask me in the energy darshan. That's the best way I can help you. Next.
The next question is Nithyananda. Is Buddhism spreading fast compared to Vedic culture and widely accepted in the world spiritual area because it doesn't have caste system? Devotional moment, Bhakti Iyakam, diluted the density or intensity of Hinduism? Buddhism has more universality, Ulagu Podu Nanmai. For future and better prospects of Hinduism, what are elements in Hinduism that need to be changed? What should be eliminated? What needs to be supported and nurtured?
May I know who put the question?
If you are allowed to get a chance to run all Hindu Mutt, what all actions and steps you will take to revive them? This is from Mani KR, IA ID number 78.
Mani, first thing Hinduism needs is sincerity, nothing else. You are asking 3 questions. Buddhism doesn't have caste system. No. Caste system is not a reason. Second, the devotional movement, did it dilute the intensity of Hinduism? No. Buddhism has enough of devotion and devotional movements. As Buddhism has more universality? No. Nothing. Buddhism is baby of Hinduism. Buddhism does not have anything extra which Hinduism does not have. Only thing Hindus need is little backbone to stand and practice and share with the world. Nothing else. Where are the Hindus? All you fellows are Indian born capitalists. Do not ever claim you are Hindus. You are all degraded, destroyed, capitalistic, half Westerners. Not even fully. Because even Westerners, when they really saw the end of the capitalism, they are turning towards spirituality. They are understanding the necessity for the spiritual depth. You are completely confused. That is the right word I will use. First thing Hinduism needs is inspiration and sincerity in what you stand for. Inspiration and sincerity. Trust. These great truths are useful to us and useful to the world. See, in Buddhism, youngsters are continuously encouraged, inspired, excited to become monks and radiate their energy, intelligence in spreading Buddhism. In Hinduism, to make one person into a sannyasi, God, how much I have to suffer, struggle, inspiring that person and then fighting with the whole family, because the whole society is going against this, creating more and more teachers and preachers for Hinduism. The moment somebody feels little depressed in the sannyas training, immediately he or she runs away. Because whole society is waiting to receive them back. There is no need for them to be little stronger or sincere. I tell you, my whole Sangha is kept alive against the current of the mainstream. It is not along with the current of the mainstream. But in Buddhist organizations, see the energy and the experience I am sharing. If I was born and brought up as a Buddhist, by now I will be sitting maybe with 1 lakh sannyasis, Buddhist sannyasis. Because the whole infrastructure is available. Whole society supports it. But here, so unfortunate that whole society is against the current of Hindu tradition and sannyas tradition. So actually what we need is sincerity and presenting the Hindu tradition to the world in directly useful manner. We have so many things which is directly useful. Unfortunately, we never put all of them in the front. We never shared all of them to the world. In the name of secret, we destroyed everything. Buddhist medicine came out of Hindu medicine, the Siddha tradition. Bodhidharma is a Saiva Sampradaya sannyasi from Kanchipuram. He got converted to Buddhism. Of course, those days there was no conversion because Buddha was considered as one more incarnation of the Hindu tradition. He was inspired by the Buddhist tradition and started teaching Buddhism. So only one thing Hindus need: sincerity. Just sincerity, nothing else. Nothing else but sincerity. You are asking for the future and better prospects of Hinduism. What are elements in Hinduism that need to be changed? What should be eliminated? What needs to be changed is bring sincere working pattern into the minds of Hindus. What needs to be eliminated? What should be eliminated? Laziness and boredom pattern. Just stop being lazy bums. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing else. Hinduism is soaked in laziness and boredom. Sometimes I can see very clearly. Even an ordinary villager, a driver in Tibet, as is counting beads, while he stops for restroom or a smoke or a cup of tea, even those moments they don't waste. I see one hand their beads are rolling or the prayer wheel is rolling, even while they smoke or drink cup of tea. Just continuously the prayer wheel goes on. You will never see that Indian village driver. The maximum number of lorry drivers are from Namakkal district only. If they stop for a cup of tea or a smoke or a cigarette, first thing they see is there any woman under the tree? Largest number of AIDS infected district is Namakkal. It is because of lorry drivers. The moment they stop the lorry, first thing they try to look to cool themselves, the women under the tree, roadside. I can see very clearly the stark naked difference with open eyes. When I drive in China and Tibet, it's not that there are no women in Tibet. It's not that there are no prayer wheel and Japamala in Namakkal. What you choose? Unfortunately, Hindus lost sincerity. Just sincerity is the only thing needed to be added, and the laziness and boredom should be avoided. You are asking a question, if you are allowed to get a chance to run all Hindu mutts, what all action steps you will take to revive them? I can answer for this question only by my whole life. I don't think I'll be able to answer in just one session. Maybe I'll put few things. First, teach them the habit of signing MOU with other mutts and temples for exchanging the spiritual and social ideas. Some mutts may be successful in keeping the old traditions alive. Some mutts may be successful in running schools and colleges. Some mutts may be successful in reaching out to people the spiritual techniques and meditations. Some organizations may be successful in creating a beautiful temple and a pilgrimage center. First thing I'll do, organize all of them into a huge meeting, and what is your best, in what you are best at, share that knowledge and the method with other organizations. Exchange of social, spiritual information and knowledge, instead of all of us waiting and wasting our time to reinvent the same thing. We have done already so much of research and development in various fields. Let us first exchange informations and make everybody rich. That's the first thing I will do. Second, I'll make everybody understand with a lot of respect. We don't need to steal from others' devotees. There is 6 billion more waiting for the knowledge of Hindu tradition. Reach out to them. reach out our energy, inspiration, spiritual depth to them. Hindus does not need violence or terrorism to spread. We don't need to convert anybody. Hinduism does not believe in conversion. Transform people, inspire people. There are 6 billion more waiting to receive transformation and inspiration from us. Don't fight among yourself. I'll share with them, teach them the blue ocean strategy. There's a vast blue ocean waiting. Why are you fighting in the bank? Oh, this 10 acre is mine, this 5 acre is mine. We don't need to waste our time waiting in the banks, fighting for a few acres. Get into the ocean. Blue ocean is waiting for us. Third thing I'll do, infuse a lot of money in media. Train the youngsters who are highly inspired, excited, respectful for Hindu teachings, philosophies, principles, and stop showing saffron cloth and Swamis as jokers all over India, whether it is Bollywood, Gollywood, Tollywood, Sandalwood. All these wood fellows should have little brain. They should come out of their wood brain. I'll train a lot of youngsters and make them part of the mainstream media. Regularly make these religious leaders involve themselves in the socio-political issues, constantly expressing their opinions, guidance, ideas about the socio-political issues. I'll encourage them to create training center for each of their tradition. I'll also tell them, do not dilute your tradition. How strong you are going to be in your tradition, that much only you are going to be a strength to the Hindu tradition. Hinduism is not monopolized, organized religion. That is the strength of Hinduism. Please understand, we are not like a multinational company. Brand it somewhere in some country, it gets branded and franchised and sold all over the world. No. Each tradition, if we are from which, strengthen that. Don't change even 1 inch. Let all of us stand as a strong pillar for the tradition from which we evolved. That is the way we will be big support and strength for this huge Vedic tradition. So I'll never try to generalize them. No generalization. I won't make them same. I'll request them to be unique. Retaining your uniqueness is the strength. By retaining the uniqueness, you will be a great strength. And I will also encourage them to travel all over the world continuously, inspire people all over the world, and educate them properly about the Hindu tradition. Above all, I'll encourage each one of them to establish Sannyas Training Center. Whatever I am doing, I'll share this methodology with them and inspire them, encourage them, support them to do everything in their own tradition. I wanted to do 4 things. 1, training center for sannyasis, monks and nuns, which I am already doing. 2nd, training center for priests to conduct the rituals in the temples and the personal lives of the people, like a namagarana, annaprasna, means you need to go through different ceremonies at different parts of your life, different times of your life. Priests to conduct those ceremonies. 3rd, preachers who will go around and teach yoga, meditation, spiritual concepts, not to convert somebody into Hinduism. We don't believe in conversion. But to transform them, bring richness in their consciousness. The preachers. 4th, activists who constantly go around, record their opinions, concepts, wherever needed, even their protests, in all socio-political issues which is affecting the Hindu lifestyle. Still, in this country, there are so many socio-political decisions which is affecting our beliefs and lifestyle gets taken, and nobody questions. Still, the central government of India dares to disrespect and abuse the Ram Setu. Even after so many scientific definitions are established, it is man-made and done at Rama's period. Through the carbon dating and so many ways it has been proved. Even then, central government is not ready to take the decision to declare that as a national heritage. I don't know what way Shah Jahan contributed to Indian culture. What way that Mumtaz added anything to Indian tradition. For Taj Mahal to get the national heritage status. Of course, the Taj Mahal building itself is a Hindu temple, Shiva temple. But now, as on now, it is declared as a Indian heritage, as a representation of Mumtaz and Shah Jahan. When Mumtaz and Shah Jahan's tomb can be a national heritage, I tell you, Ram Setu is 1,000 times more worthy to be national heritage. I'll create activists who will go around, record their opinions, suggestions, views, on all socio-political issues which affects our lifestyle and beliefs. I only need one thing: human beings with spine who will stand up, who are ready for little bit of sacrifice. From the time immemorial till the time of Vivekananda, this is the same thing all Hindu leaders are asking from Hindus. I want people with strength, physical and mental strength, to stand up for this great Vedic civilization. Vivekananda finally came down to begging 100 youngsters, just 100 youngsters with spine, dedication and sacrifice. Unfortunately, India could not give. He had to die. He had to die without fulfilling what he wanted to. But I won't die without fulfilling what I want to. I can never buried. I can only be sown. Even if I am put under the earth, I will be sown as a seed, never buried as dead. I will only be the seed, literally growing and spreading, never dead. I am neither going to wait to be allowed, nor going to be waiting and praying for a chance. I am deciding I am going to create this chance. I am going to make it happen. Next question.
The next question is from Anuradha from New Delhi, India. She's asking Swamiji, I heard under your guidance, the whole group performed the last rites of our dear departed ones in Kailash. Does this mean that you have given them liberation? Can you speak something on this?
Last rites of the departed ones. Please understand, if a priest performs, he sends strong Vedic vibrations, the mantras, to those departed ones. When an enlightened being or an incarnation performs the last rites for somebody, he directly liberates them. Please understand, when a priest chants that mantras, it is a prayer, request. Let these people be liberated, let these people be liberated, let these people be liberated. For example, if a priest sits and chants the mantras for the sake of your grandfather, grandmother, somebody near and dear one who departed, who passed away, it's like he is praying, let this person's grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, whoever is departed, let them be enlightened, let them achieve moksha, let them be liberated. It's a prayer. When an incarnation chants the same mantra, it is an order. Understand? Directly, your near and dear ones who have departed, your elders who have departed, are liberated. They become enlightened. Especially in a place like a Kailash, it's icing on the cake. Place like Kailash, when these last rites are done, it is the ultimate liberation. directly they get the Kailasha, achieve Shivaloga Sayujya, being one with Shiva's world. So, if I have performed the last rite for your near and dear ones in Kailash, I think last time, not only your near and dear ones, even for those people who came to Kailash, even for them, I performed last rites. Because now, after this, anytime, anywhere you die, nobody needs to give you last rites. I have already done it for you. It's in the bank waiting. You just need to go and say, here I am, and get your check and go and enjoy in the Kailasha. I have done it even for you. So you don't need to bother. It is just waiting.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
Anandanubhavaswadam sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papa Vinashaktam Nithyanandaya Swagatam Nityamuktam Nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka Pradipakam Vande Shantamayam Bandham Nithyanandaya Swagatam Anandagandha Sancharam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Vande Jnanalayam Natham Nithyanandaya Swagatam.
Let you all achieve a experience, live, express, radiate, share, and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore 562109. Contact 09742203311. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.